It's not agreement. It's alignment. Okay, you guys ready for this? Let's do it some love and light style, right? Well, you know me, Laurie. Welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about relationships. Not the pretty little filtered ones, but the real ones. The kind where you're looking at your man like, Lord, if he tells that same story one more time, yeah, that one. We laugh. But you know what? Those are the holy moments. That's where God is teaching you patience, humility, and how to love beyond your comfort zone. See, there's a mirror moment, right? And here's what usually happens. She's sitting there and she's listing every single thing he does wrong. And he's watching this video thinking, yeah, preach, girl. She needs to hear that. But newsflash, you're both missing it. You're both pointing at each other's specks while walking around with planks in your own. Right? Well, Matthew 7:3 says, wait a minute. Why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own? And then there's Joyce Myers. She says it perfectly. Stop asking God to change everyone around you when he's trying to change you. See, love doesn't start when somebody acts better than the other one or acts the way the other one wants them to. Love starts when both people become aware. You're not trying to behave for each other. You're trying to be for each other. You're learning how to stand side by side, growing, healing, and remembering why you chose this love in the first place. You're not performing, you're partnering, you're fixing, you're aligning. That's the shift. That's the moment when you stop reacting and start reflecting. See, James Allen wrote a book, and his thing is as within, so without. When your thoughts turn toward love, your relationship turns toward peace. When your heart softens, your home will soften. You know, agreement versus alignment. Agreement is both of you nodding your heads, but still holding grudges in your heart. Alignment, that's when both of you surrender, not to pride, but to purpose. And what is that purpose? It's to become one, to come together as a couple fully, faithfully, freely. To be for each other, not against each other. To walk together in the same direction. See, you sleep together, you pray together, you laugh together, you drink coffee together. And you share chocolate cake at midnight. You rise in the morning and build life side by side. That's the beauty of alignment. Not perfection, but partnership. Because if you're not committed to becoming one, what are you really doing? Genesis 2:24 says, a man shall leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and two shall become one flesh. Whew. That's the alignment. To love one another, to protect one another, to see the divine in each other. And. 'And, yes, you have your own identities. But you have to your own passions, your own callings, your own sacred space. But put your shared purpose on love. Your purpose is love. Love isn't lazy. Love isn't noticing. Love cherishes. Love says, you are amazing and I cannot stand to be without you. So when conflict comes, and it will, remember what you said yes to. You didn't commit to being right. You committed to being one. If you've chosen each other, then your job right now is alignment. Amos 3:3 says, can two walk together, except they be agreed. Joyce Meyer puts it this way. You can't walk in peace if you're walking in pride. Because you can't walk in peace while you're swinging swords. Oh no, here we go. The Two of Swords is truth. And that's going to bring us to the Two of Swords in Tarot. Two people, both armed, both blindfolded, sitting in silence. No right choice, no peace, just tension. That's what happens when two hearts close off. Nobody's listening, nobody's yielding, and the atmosphere gets heavy. See, the Two of Swords doesn't tell you to pick the lesser evil. It tells you to lay both swords down. Because when two people are fighting to be right, nobody's being real. Here comes some Neville. There is no one to change but self. When you stop seeing your partner as the enemy and start seeing them as your reflection, everything changes. As Neville taught, the world is your consciousness objectified. There's no peace within, there's no peace without. So, as within, so without, James Allen would say, I think he said it a century ago, as within, so without. Whatever lives inside you sets the tone around you. If you carry resentment, your home will echo it. It'll echo with the resentment. If you carry gratitude, your home will glow with it. It will glow with gratitude. As within, so without isn't judgment. It's invitation. It's God whispering, come up higher. Choose peace first. Because the atmosphere of your relationship is created by the attitude of your heart. Change your inner climate, and your outer world will catch up. Then there's like a reflection game, right? So if you're watching this saying, she's talking about my husband, or if you're sitting next to her saying, finally, someone told her, hold up. No, you hold up. I'm talking to both of you. You attract what you are, not what you accuse. If you want love, embody love. If you want peace, speak peace. If you want grace, give grace. Philippians 2:2 says, be like-minded, having the same love, being one in spirit and purpose. That's not sameness. That's soul connection. That's when the Holy Spirit can move freely between you. See, a shift will happen. So tonight, before another argument starts, pause. Ask yourself, Am I fighting for control? Or am I fighting for connection? Because when you stop swinging swords, you start opening space for the Spirit. That's when miracles happen. They'll slip in. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. You don't have to win. Just be willing. All right. My final word here, love and light style. Yes, he's got rough edges, but he's your rough edges. And you've got yours too. Love isn't about sanding each other down. It's about growing through the friction. When you both put the swords down, you pick up peace. When you align within, your relationship aligns without. Because what's inside you will always create what's around you. That's James Allen. That's Neville Goddard. That's Joyce Meyer. That's love and light. And that's when she put on her armor and went on her way.